Will the stock market and risk assets in general continue to push higher? And by the way, yes, I'm wearing my favorite Oktoberfest shirt today. But what has continued to work well this year is certainly a buy and hold strategy. But actually what has worked even better, and that's usually the case, is a sector and group rotation type of strategy, which usually works better than anything most of the time. But of course you have to understand when money is flowing into a certain type of group of stocks and when it is starting to get out of there. So I'm going to give you guys a couple examples. One example here in energy stocks and a current example of something that's happening right now where I continue to think when money is flowing into possibly into year end. So let's have a look at the charts.
So let's start off with the first example here. Very straightforward. We're going to be looking at energy stocks as represented by the XLE ETF. And energy stocks, as per my proprietary indicator that measures trends in multiple time frames, near-term bullish, near-term bearish, medium-term bullish, medium-term bearish, and the same thing for the long-term. Right now, the energy sector remains both long-term bearish and medium-term bearish. But in the near term, energy stocks a few weeks ago at this point, about a month ago or so, actually flipped back to near term bullish. And you can see the XLE ETF, which represents energy stocks, remains near term bullish. Well, when this happened a few weeks ago, which was about here, it was one of the first couple days of the month of September, it gave us a signal to start looking a little bit deeper into energy stocks. So we start looking at the S&P 100 and see which energy stocks were also turning near-term bullish to find some single name stocks. And one of the stocks that had been on the radar for some time for us was Valero. And you can see Valero here in the since then has had a very, very meaningful run. It also technically had a beautiful beautiful setup going into this, consolidating for multiple months, and then ultimately, as you can see here, breaking meaningfully higher just a few days after we started getting a signal from a sector basis from our proprietary indicator that things were starting to turn near-term bullish. So again, the key thing here is to keep in mind that unless the broader sector or industry group in any given stock sector is actually seeing money flowing into it, the single name stock in question only has like a 20% chance of actually moving up or down or moving higher in and of itself, because stocks are a very highly correlated asset class, and when big investors make a decision, they usually don't just buy one stock, but they buy the theme. And that's exactly why, in my opinion, you have to start looking at the market through a lens of rotation and where money is flowing into, as opposed to starting from a single stock perspective. You have to start top down, and then there you your way down to Valero. So what I did is we bought the stock and we told Clubhouse members in real time, and right now some of those people who bought the stock are up like 10% in the stock. But again, it all starts from a big picture analysis, and it's all being based on our proprietary algorithm trend scanners, which by the way are ready for use. If you're interested in purchasing them, you can leave a comment down below in the comment box. Now let's look at one more example here, and that is biotechnology stocks. Well, healthcare stocks as a theme also remain very bullish year to date. They are now a bullish long term, they're again bullish medium term, and they're actually also just about turning bullish again in the immediate term. So watching this, we are once again looking at biotechnology stocks, which actually just as of this recording yesterday turned back to near term bullish, remaining medium term bullish, and you can see the breakout here taking place also on a single stock basis if you were to drill down a little bit more. So it all starts by having a look at the broad market first, looking at the sectors and industry groups, and having a way to measure when something is bullish or bearish, in which time frame, and most importantly, when something turns from bullish to bearish and bearish to bullish in any of these time frames. So like right now, for example, like I said, biotechnology just turned near-term bullish, and it's something that we're looking at to potentially buy again. But again, you need a tool to measure that. So if you're interested, leave a comment down below. Ask us where you can get the indicators.